What's up, everybody? This is Jeremiah here, and today we're going to react to the video, The Art of Pulling Up by Efrado. I think T is silent, but Efrado, yeah. But yeah, there's some anime characters, and even there's some fictional characters that be pulling up crazy. Mainly just the auto form. But yeah, the pull up is, it's wild. Without further ado, let's react to the video. Facts!
That man Kirby, stop playing with him!
I was getting tired of waiting.
Y'all said y'all wanted a part 2, so we back at it again. I looked at some of y'all's comments, and there was a lot that I've missed, so we gonna go ahead and go over them. So without further ado, let's talk about the art of pulling up.
Oh, got the verse today. I know this is a little old, but hey, you gotta read the verse. John 15:5. I am the vine, and you are the branches. He who abides in me, and I in him, bears much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing. Jesus is King. Love y'all. Shouts to you, man. Shouts to you.
You already know we gotta start off the video with anime again. It's the GOAT. And there was one comment that said I missed this. That man told you pulling up to the scene. I can't even hold you. That entrance was tough. Already talked about this in my JJK ore farming video, but the way Toji pulled up on the octopus was crazy. Taking Maki's weapon and straight up filleting this man was hilarious. He really was pulling crazy moves out his bag, like he was splitting the water and then he boomed him to the face. He even started running on water and giving him that work. This is insane. And he was doing this with a smile on his face. This man needs to be in a mental hospital, not gonna lie. And even when he pulled up earlier and started cooking this dude right here with a smile on his face, yeah, that was diabolical. As soon as he looked back, he knew he was cooked. Toji's pull-ups are honestly so clean, bruh. I can't even hold you. The amount of aura he had throughout the entire series needs to be studied. We can even talk about how Sukuna pulled up to Shibuya and did this. Hurry up and run!
No, you won't.
Really hit them with the English or Spanish.
When he did that, everybody was they were shaking their boots.
Card while their lives is at stake. This is what you call the ultimate troll. And don't even get me started about trolling, because Mahito, he's not even a troll. Nah, he's beyond that. He's a professional D1 rage baiter. He killed Nanami and Narbara right in front of Yuji, and I already know this man's mental is cooked because he can't even respond to Mahito when he comes in for that Black Flash! And he really rage bait Yuji one more time before going in for the kill. Like, my guy, Sukuna already ruined his life to the point where therapy won't even work, and you adding the rage baiting does not help. Let him be, please. Mahito goes in for the kill, only for us to hear. Mahito turns around and sees that man Todo, and the look on his face says it all. He came here for one thing and one thing only, and that is to box. Mahito rushes in to finish off Yuji, only for him to get teleported behind Todo. And just look at Todo's face. He's absolutely disgusted, and I would be too. Just looking at him makes me mad. He goes in for Todo, but he gets teleported again, and then
like the scared down.
Yeah, spinning like a frisbee. Todo gives an inspirational speech like he's Irvin, and then Yuji realizes what he has to do. We hear the background music, and then we hear Mahito say this.
Are you finished with your soliloquy yet, you top-knotted gorilla?
Top-knotted gorilla. Top-knotted gorilla.
Yeah, he wildin'. He could have used any other animal, but he really had to say gorilla. Anyways, they get back to boxing, and Mahito can't even touch Todo. Todo teleports Yuji in front of Mahito, and then he hits him with that Black Flash! And he was able to get a hit in for his man Nanami, and now the real fight can really begin. But this video was not about fight, so we'll get to that another day. Another pull-up scene I want to talk about is from Naruto and the Ninja War. So everyone is fighting the Ten Tails, and Naruto is getting healed up by Sakura. And at this point of the war, everyone is getting cooked, not gonna lie. But they will still put it in that work. The Ten Tails fires a beast bomb at them, and everyone is hitting that earth style to stop the bomb, but it just ramps through the walls. But luckily my guy Killer Bee and the Eight Tails came up clutch and was holding the bomb back, but he couldn't hold it forever, so then he appears.
Minato Namakase, bro. I love this character so much, man. He's crazy, bro. He's crazy.
Am I too late?
The fourth Hokage Minato with the cold pull-up, you gotta respect it. And then after that, the rest of the Hokage appeared and you can just feel their aura. But that's not all, because 5 minutes later, a familiar face appears to the scene. And they got Sasuke with another cold pull-up. I can't lie, Kishimoto is cooking. That man has all the cleanest pull-ups and all the sauce.
Yeah, I like
the
those.
most
Yes.
in the series. How is this possible? But again, a cold pull-up is a cold pull-up. Man's had everybody.
I mean, I wouldn't call that a cold pull-up though.
How is this possible?
I mean, he just jumped out of nowhere. So I mean, the other two, with at least when he came into that the exam, yes, and when he was staying like on the ceiling in the 5 Kage Summit. Absolutely, I had totally agree with you with that. But that one...
But again, a cold pull-up is a cold pull-up. Man's had
okay.
everybody breaking their necks just because he arrived to help him out. And this was tough because we get to see the old crew back together again and they started to cook. These Naruto pull-ups is crazy, I'm trying to tell y'all. You really got the Akatsuki pulling up to Naruto's hotel room just to capture him. Just look at Naruto's face, he's scared for his life. And then when Jiraiya pulled up, it was so tough, just look at this.
What the? You two don't know me at all, do you? Should have done your homework.
The man himself, Jiraiya! He came in so clutch because if he didn't, these two would be dead. And some of y'all might say, what about Sasuke? He pulled up too. Yes, he did. And he got washed so badly, I can't even talk about it.
Meanwhile...
I know the Uchihas is turning in their grades because of this disappointing performance. This man is cooked. Shoot, Naruto so crazy with the pull-ups. Here go 2 more for y'all. Y'all remember when Kakashi was giving Itachi so much aura it wasn't even necessary?
You haven't seen half of what he can do.
He really should have been doing it to him. Who?
Get rid of them.
Severely Hurricanes!
The man himself, my guy. The way he pulled up was just beautiful. Okay, my guy, I was not familiar with your game. My fault. And when Sasuke pulls up on Itachi to run the ones, first off, just look at how Itachi looks. Man's is looking so nonchalant, you think he was a dreadhead. Itachi was hitting us with so many genjutsus, I didn't know who was who. Y'all see them eyes are like mine edits on TikTok? Them junks is so tough, just peep this. Yeah, this is just peak cinema at this point. All I can do is watch and cry. Because every anime edit you put to this song will slap. Here go another one for y'all. See what I tell y'all? It's just too good, bruh. Now the next one I want to talk about is from Dragon Ball. No, not Z nor Super, but from the original Dragon Ball. And this is in the King Piccolo arc, and Tien was trying to run the ones with Piccolo, but first he had to fight Drum. And I can't even hold you, this fight was really good. Even though Tien was getting pieced up like crazy, he held his own, and that's what really matters. But when Tien was down for the count and Drum was about to send him back to the lobby, the GOAT appears.
Go back. Look at that stance! Oh, nah, can't go over the menace. Can't go over the menace, bro. Look at that stance! Look at that stance! He ready to box, for real. He ready to box.
The man himself, Goku, has appeared, and the way he looks is so tough! Like, just look at him, bro. Ready for all the hands, no talking. Let's get to the box. And Drum really thought he could outspeed the GOAT? Oh nah, just look at this. Drum disappears, but Goku not even phased, he's just locked in. Drum appears right behind him and tries to catch Goku, only for him to jump up and kick him in the face. Had everyone shocked, like how was Goku moving like this? This pull-up is definitely an OG, but it's so tough. You know I couldn't leave it out. Dragon Ball pull-ups be so cold, you already know how it be. Shoot, we can even take it to the Cell arc when the Z Fighters has some insane pull-ups. Just look at how they pull up on 19 and 20. You just gotta feel bad for Yamcha, he's been getting snuffed since the 80s, I'm not kidding. They really pulled up to see their dog get cooked. That's tragic. And just look at how Goku's response to them when they're destroying the city. This right here is peak cinema, what can I say? Or remember when 17 and Piccolo were going hit for hit? Next thing you know, we got Cell pulling up like this? Oh nah, this man really just waited just a third party. This man is devious. Of course, we gotta talk about the best anime of all time as of right now, and that again is One Piece.
Seriously better, but hey, what you gonna do?
Now, if you have not caught up to One Piece, this is your warning to skip this part because you will be spoiled. We talked about it last time, I'm just gonna go more depth into them. This anime has some of the greatest pull-ups I have ever seen, and last time we talked about how they pulled up on Arlong, but we gotta talk about how they pulled up on the Frankie house. Now, we did talk about this last time, but it was very brief, so I'm gonna go more deep. Now, for some context, this was in Water 7, which is one of the greatest arcs in my opinion. Then the Frankie goons really hit a lick on Usopp and took 200 million berries from him, and they needed to repair the mirror. Now, I am not the best at math, but 200 million berries is a lot of money. So they leave him for dead on the street, and Nami finds him and was gonna go find the rest of the crew, but y'all see Usopp's face? That man was only thinking about one thing: revenge. And so then we get back to the Frankie house, and then look who pulls up. Usopp pulls up and he is on timing. The Usopp disrespect stops today. I know y'all Usopp haters just be hating on him for no reason, like my dog. Chill out, he's tough. Nah, I'm gonna be very real. They need to do more with my guy Usopp because the disrespect is insane. They need to do more with this character development, bro. Like, Usopp, please.
I hope so.
But sadly, he is not a fighter. He really got cooked 10 seconds later and was left for dead again. Then we see the crew pull up, and this is where we see them tee up. We got everyone suiting up, and the look on Luffy's face explains it all. He's pissed. They start walking towards the Frankie's house, and this looks familiar to Arlong Park, and if you remember what happened, you already know they was about to go crazy. The animators giving us Usopp flashbacks and all. Shoot, I was even walking with them. I was ready to box. What's up? And as soon as the dude opened the door, Luffy said, "Bow!" and sent this man flying all the way to the other side of the house. Oh yeah! T-up! This is what we do! The Straw Hats went on such a rampage, they blew up their entire headquarters, and next thing you know, they're posted up by the end of the fight. I didn't go too deep into the fight scene since this is about pull-ups and not get-backs, but I'm telling y'all, this was insane. But when we get to Enies lobby, boy, I tell you, the Straw Hats pull-up was on timing. After Luffy got done with one of the CP9 members, he pulls up and then he screams her name. The rest of the Straw Hats pull up and they start hitting that famous walk. You can already tell they was ready for the hands. They ain't scared of nothing. After Robin explains her reasoning for leaving their crew, this bum right here kept yapping and yapping. And Luffy says to the Sniper King,
Sniper King, shoot down that flag.
Roger. Firebird Star!
We declare war!
He burns down the flag, and this is a declaration of war. I forgot what bro's name was right here, I ain't even gonna lie to you. But he started crashing out saying, you can't expect to fight against the world government and win. And you know what the GOAT says?
Yeah, bring it on!
This is what he flipping does!
Luffy is so tough, bruh. We don't care about the world government. What you mean? We here for Robin and we finna take her back. Then Luffy hits Robin with the famous line.
Help me! You wanna live!
And you know what she says?
I want to live! Take me with you! Take me away from here!
Ah! Let's go! Alright! This arc is one of my favorite arcs of all time, and hopefully I can make a vid on it in the future, man, because this arc was so tough. It's so good. Everything about it was amazing. The plot, the fight, the theme song, everything was just
perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Now I'm gonna fast forward to Saba Odi. Now the government is pulling up to Saba Odi because Luffy cooked the Celestial Dragon, and if you know who they are the most worst characters to ever exist, not in just One Piece, but in all of fiction. Every time they appear on screen, I'm just like, why are you here? You serve zero purpose. And before y'all are talking about Ephraim, they serve a lot of purpose. They're very
no, they don't.
to the plot. Can you shut up? Anyways, the ship starts making its way to the island and they just start firing cannonballs at innocent civilians in town. And then he appears. Kizaru pulls up to the scene and look how menacing he looks. He started terrorizing Sabaody like there was no reason for you to do this. This is what happened when you give people overpowered things. They just start to destroy things and call it aura farming like dog. Just hit a cool pose or something like Vegeta. He does it all the time. And when he starts fighting the supernovas, I was low-key hyped because look at this. He's in front of Hawk and then he just straight up booms into the wall. This guy right here, he thought he was safe. Nah. Bow! Him right here, he tries to escape, but Kizaru is like, where you going? Bow! Then look at Drake. No, not the singer, the One Piece character. Keep up. Kizaru disappears and before Drake could react, brother, go to sleep. And then he beams Hawk to the stomach. Then look at how he's just walking. It's so tough. Got his hands in his pockets and all. Kizaru pulled up and cooked the worst generation without even breaking a sweat. This man is him. So the Straw Hats are trying to get away from the government and they were getting completely washed. Then he pulls up on the Straw Hats and booms Zoro in one shot and peep what he says.
Last I checked, you had 120 million bounty. So this is not what I was expecting. But one hit and you're down? That's a real shame.
Oh, now you really disrespecting my guy Zoro. Buddy, get up! Just look at how they're struggling against an admiral. They can't even touch him. Zoro is down for the count and Kizaru is about to go in for the kill. And all everyone can do is watch. But then, say it with me, he appears.
See you later!
That man Rayleigh put up to the scene and the pull-up was clean! Just look at the camera work. The animation studios was moving crazy right now, boy, I tell you. And after this arc, it gets even better because we're gonna have to skip forward to Marineford and just look at how Whitebeard pulls up.
They got their ships coated to ambushes from underwater!
Oh, underwater is crazy.
So the Whitebeard pirates pull up to Marineford to make war because Ace is captured. Then Whitebeard does the most craziest thing and starts cracking air. And then tell me why 20 seconds later we see a tsunami forming out of the waters. Oh nah, Whitebeard is wild and he has no regard for human life, dog. This was not necessary. Aokiji stops the waves with his Ice Age and I can't even lie. That was cold. While everyone else is boxing each other over Ace, the next thing we see is Luffy and his crew falling out of the sky with the battleship. And this is why I would hate to be a Marine. I got no powers, no hockey. I'm just a regular with a gun or a sword. I'm cooked. Because if this is you, name 5 situations where we get out of this alive and don't get crushed by the ship.
Name anyone.
We are dying. Later on, Luffy gets on top of the ship and then he lets everyone know he's here. This is why Luffy is the GOAT, bro. He pulled up in front of enemy lines just to save his main dog. If you ever need help, Luffy will be there. If you ever need a laugh, Luffy will be there. If you ever want to go on an adventure, Luffy will be there. This man is tough. And just look at how he put up on the admirals with no fear.
Nah, this scene was tough.
Oh yeah, this is what you call him mentality. Luffy really pulled up on 3 admirals and was ready to box. This arc alone has crazy pull-ups and there's even more after that. And the best pull-up was when he appeared.
What are they even fighting for? I have no regrets.
The man Shanks pulled up and saved Kobe and stopped an entire war. Now, RIP to Ace. Sadly, he did not make it. He low-key did it to himself. Oh my god.
He got rage baited.
Wanted to leave, bro. My fault. But the way Shanks pulled up and was asking for the fade was crazy. And nobody wanted that work, not even the government. This is how you know Shanks is a dog. One Piece really top 3 and it ain't 3. Really had people in the last vid saying One Piece is trash like, what? Have you seen Peak? You're bugging. Anyways, another anime I want to talk about is one that doesn't get much love, and that is Hunter x Hunter. And y'all was telling me that I missed a specific scene from the show, and that's from the Chimera Ant arc. As the mission is about to begin and Peter was sitting on watch, they appear. The way Netero and Zeno pulled up to the scene was so tough. They really got to spraying the entire area, and look at Netero just staring Peter down. It's just cold. And he just smacked him all the way to the other side of nowhere. This pull-up was crazy though. The way they was riding on their dragon with style was just beautiful. Togashi was really in his bag. And don't get me started on the narrator commentating over this segment of the episode. It makes it more hype. We can even take it to when Killua pulled up and started ore farming with his Godspeed. Really got him showing walking in slow motion and then beating the bricks off him 5 seconds later. Like, we get it. You're nice. One more I want to talk about is when the Zodic family pulled up on Chrollo during the York New City arc. Now, I would do the 2011 version, but I'm gonna switch it back to the old school animation because we are not done with the 90s. So the scene starts out with Chrollo on one side and the Zodics on another side. Chrollo hops down and walks towards them, and then they disappear. The Zoldyck start moving crazy and Chrollo shows us why he's Weeb Nation certified. Silva comes up behind Chrollo and punches him only for Chrollo to get the block. Then Zeno comes out of nowhere and hits him with a blast. Oh nah, not the drip, he had it on for real. Just look how elegant he was moving with it. Then Chrollo pulls out the knife and tries to strike Silva and managed to get a scratch on him. Now the rest of the fight was alright. I did like the combo that they did on Chrollo, it was cool for real. But I wanted to mention this pull up because of how clean the 1999 of Hunter x Hunter was looking. The way the room is dark and we can see the other colors of Nen compared to the newer version is just cold. I wish they did that again. This is why we gotta appreciate the 90s art style because the way they were cooking back then was just beautiful. As well, man. One more pull up I gotta talk about is from another great anime, and that is from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So y'all remember when Lust was fighting Alphonse and Hawkeye and Alphonse was giving that generational speech? Just look at how Roy pulled up.
Well spoken. I couldn't agree more.
And he just straight up fries her with no remorse. And then look at what he says.
Looks like I can get you on your knees after all.
And after that, he just continues frying Lust. Like, that's what I'm talking about. This is what he does. Flame after flame after flame, she was getting fried. No Kentucky. And then we see her turn into dust, and that is the end of Lust. Ooh, that was tough. Roy Mustang is the only dude in fiction that makes snapping look tough. I remember seeing him frying Envy and I was snapping non-stop. You thought I was at a jazz concert. Now that is all for the animes for now, but next we gotta talk about the movies. So now introducing Iron Man. So the scene starts off with the terrorists terrorizing the people. They take away the dad from the family, and the loving son was trying to tee up for his dad, but he was like, nah son, you have no hands. Go back to your mom, please. The terrorists are about to send him back to the lobby only for him to appear.
I get copyrighted.
We have Iron Man with the clean pull-up, and just look at how he lands. He knows he's him. And then Iron Man sends 1, 2, 3, 4 of them back to the lobby. The terrorists are holding them hostage, but Iron Man was like, alright, I got something for y'all. And he hits them with these. He finds the other guy and then he dips, only for him to get blasted out of the sky. Oh nah, they ruined the fit. He was looking so clean, now he got scratches on it. But Iron Man gets back up and weaves the missile and he fires one back. And the next scene was so beautiful to my eyes, I'ma just let y'all watch it.
Amazing. Truly amazing.
For real, I can't even lie. Y'all was even telling me about Iron Man 3 and you know I had to peep it to see what y'all was talking about. And when Iron Man and James were in trouble, guess who Iron Man calls?
In his highest superlection!
He called up an entire army of Iron Mans and they were going crazy.
What's up everybody? Enjoying the video? That's great. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so when you know I upload another video. Also, tune into the live streams. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So pull up on either one of them that seems fit for you. without further ado, let's get back into the video.
Causing havoc everywhere and creating explosions for days. This is tough. But me personally, I like when he suited up in Infinity War. That junk was cool.
Yeah,
you got
was
Thanos'
amazing
goons
too.
pulling up for the Infinity Stones, and Hulk is not even teeing up, so he had to be put on the bench. And just look at how Iron Man steals the spotlight. He is so clean. Now, there was another scene in Endgame that I definitely forgot, and that is when she appeared. The girl herself, Captain Marvel. She was absolutely cooking, taking down the enemy ship and all, and she really had everyone looking up in utter shock, and I would be too, because we low-key getting washed. You just gave us hope, only for her to get cooked by Thanos later in the movie. The movie really did her dirty. How are you a superhero with crazy speed getting outran by Thanos' weapon? And then you try to run the fade only for you to hold your punch like dog. What are you doing? The universe is at stake and you're pulling jokes? Yeah, you deserve this. I can't even lie to you. Now everybody was getting on me for not mentioning this pull-up in the last video. So you know what? I got y'all. Deep game. So the soldiers got the information on the USD card and they had to escape the ship to complete the mission. They get to the door only to find it stuck and there is no way of escape. They turn around to start hearing breathing emerge from the darkness, and if I was them, there would be no point to even aiming my gun. I'm hitting that prayer and that dog meme because I already know we getting cooked. Because out of the shadows emerges darkness himself.
Just give up.
Vader. And he was just going crazy on the soldiers. You really got this dude banging on the window because he knows he can't handle him. He's a menace to the Force. And the way Darth Vader did him was absolutely unnecessary. Because why does he chokeslam him up to the wall? Walk past him just to slice him. Oh nah, he really out here aura farming on weak players. This buddy is not nice. Nah, be real though, that was cold. Yeah, I can't even hate. That was cold, I'm not gonna lie. He makes quick work of everyone, but luckily they escape with the USD drive and they barely escape with their lives. This pull-up was honestly clean. I don't even know why I didn't add it in the last video, but hey, y'all can stop bugging me in the comments about this. I was doing more research and I see this scene and look how tough it is. Anakin is the pure definition of menace, because why later into the movie does he kill the kids? Dog, they are innocent children. Chill out. You wildin'. Then why do we see Anakin is about to fight Obi-Wan and then we see him posted up like this? Bruh, you are not a superhero. You are a Jedi. Please stop with these poses. Now y'all was telling me about Transformers and I'm gonna be so real with y'all. I have never seen a Transformers movie a day in my life.
Bro, are you absolutely serious? No. Not 07. Heck, not even one of the trash ones. Heck, not even one of the greatest ones, which is 3. Not one, bro? I'm very disappointed in you.
If I ain't gonna lie.
You need to leave!
Yes, you have heard it from me. I have never seen a Transformer movie a day in my life. So I had to see some clips and y'all was spitting, I can't even lie. When they pulled up in the first movie on these two for the introduction, that was tough. Optimus Prime is really like that. I remember my friend showing me this scene. Watch. So the Decepticons are going crazy on the city and my boy calls his name Optimus! And Optimus Prime starts going crazy, killing every Decepticon like he's Thanos collecting Infinity Stones. It's too easy for him. Optimus Prime really hitting acrobats mid-fight just to do him like this. Oh nah, he's just ore farming at this point, but I'ma let it slide cause he tough. I even saw another pull-up in the last night. He was going crazy. So I have no idea what's going on. But when we see her say, Optimus, he gives us peak cinema. Optimus comes in and look at how he's just sliding on the ops. He hits a spin move like he's breakdancing and then he comes in for the stab. He maneuvers to his back to get another stab to the chest and another through the head. And then he gives us one of the coldest one-liners I'd have never heard.
Did you forget who I am?
He slices through all of them and then says this.
I am Optimus Prime.
I can't even lie, Optimus Prime is the definition of aura. Again, I was not familiar with your game, my fault. Now we need to take it back to the MCU because the Winter Soldier had a beautiful pull-up. You really got Bucky out here disturbing Thursday traffic just to hit us with this. He stands in front of traffic with a menacing stance and shows us why he's that guy. And peep how he did Rogers. Then when he starts the hunt, that's when it gets crazy. He gets a shot off Black Widow and then he pops up behind her only for him to appear. The man, Steve Rogers. Then they get to boxing and then Bucky takes his shield, and tell me why he looks more cool with it than he does. Cap really should have gave his shield to him and not to...
In my opinion, yes.
They get back to boxing and we see this beautiful scene of them throwing hands. And it was so beautiful, you really got Boruto copying them frame for frame, scene for scene. I could go over the rest of this fight, but y'all know how it go, so we finna move on. Now you know, Spider-Man is one of the best MCU superheroes of all time. The disrespect I've been seeing on the internet is actually insane because he gained a little weight. Haters gon' hate, that's all I gotta say. You really got people so excited to see him broke, with no girlfriend, no money, and living miserably. I can't believe it. But we all know when Spider-Man pulls up, that man knows how to pull up. Just look at how he saves Iron Man in Infinity War.
Hey man, what's up, Mr. Stark?
So
Man
casual.
comes in clutch every time, what can I say? We can even take it back to the early 2000s. He takes the suit from Jameson and then we get the newspaper effect saying...
It's
Spider-Man
back.
swinging so elegantly, and the way they had us seeing this from Dr. Ock's glasses was just genius.
Yeah,
I
that was
love
beautiful
it.
transition.
This entire scene from the film is honestly one of the best scenes from Spider-Man, if not the best I have ever seen. Even in No Way Home, you got these three pulling up to the function so elegantly. Just look at how they're swinging beautifully in this scene. Then we got 1, 2, 3 goats pulling up ready to box. Now that is all I got for the movies. So now we gotta run it back for the video games, and you know we gotta run back Smash Bros. When it comes to pull-ups, the Smash Bros is honestly one of the best I've ever seen in the game, and I was only talking about Brawl last time. Sonic's pull-up was crazy, Kirby's pull-up was insane, even these three I was hyped when I saw them on the screen. The Smash Bros games just know how to do a pull-up, what can I say? Now y'all was telling me about this character, and I didn't even know who he was until I looked up the reveal trailer, and let me tell you, y'all was putting me on game. Just watch. So everyone gets pushed back and they look up to see Galeem in the air. Then suddenly he gets sliced and then we see someone behind him. Then the camera zooms in and then it turns to the character right here and then his name is revealed. Sephiroth. The reveal they did for him was so tough. I didn't even know Smash Bros was moving like this. He really one-tapped the video game boss and they was all struggling, and he's so elegant just posing like this. Just look at the camera work for this man, it's beautiful. Then when he does this and walks off, oh my days! The studio was going crazy. They get to jump in him, but you already know that's light work for him. He goes for Mario, but luckily he gets spared. And then Cloud appears and then they just get to boxing like, oh, that's what I'm here for! Peep Cloud going crazy on the combos, he's put it in that work. And the way they ended it too was so clean for real, and we not even done, because there's more. This trailer alone is top 5 Smash pull-ups I have ever seen. Let me break it down for y'all. So the scene starts out with Link and Marth boxing and they are going hit for hit. Then Meta Knight comes out of nowhere and backdoors Link. Can never respect the faith of a 1v1. Someone always gotta jump in. Link throws the boomerang just for Meta Knight to dodge and charge in. Next we see a horse pulling up, but we have no idea who the rider is. Meta Knight is hitting combo after combo, and at this point he's just spamming, but he ain't doing no damage. But peep what he does here. He sends Link flying into the air and Marth comes in for the combo. Look at how they did it. It's just like how they do it in Ninja Storm for real. That's strategic moves right there. Marth smashes him down to the ground and makes his move. They both come in for the kill, but then the random guy appears and sends them both flying. He lands elegantly and the sun is shining on him, and peep the camera work. They get in every angle. And then his name is revealed. I have no idea who this man is. All I know is that he's from a game called Dragon Quest, and all I can tell you is that they cooked. But hold on, they not finished. We see Hero get in jumped and he's backed into a corner. The enemy stops and looks up only for them to appear. 3 more people appear and the way they pulled up was just incredible. Look at the poses, you can just tell they ready to box. This trailer was so tough, I just had to put it in there. And since Smash Bros is so tough, you know what? Here go 2 more for y'all. And the next one we gotta talk about is Mega Man. So the scene starts out with everybody looking up, seeing a mysterious character on the cliff. The camera moves up and shows him putting on that helmet, and it's that boy Mega Man. The way he was moving in this trailer was so saucy, I can't even hold you. The music and the theatrics were amazing. And how they ended the trailer with him taking on everyone by himself too was cold. Now for the last Smash mention I will be talking about is that man Sora. Everyone is looking at the Smash ball, and the next thing we see is the fire going out. Nobody is moving, and we see the entire roster standing in place. Next thing we see is Mario awakening and walking towards the flame. He grabs it and throws the flame into the air, and we see that it's Sora's key with the Mickey Mouse keychain making it bling. A beam shoots out the key and makes a way for him to appear. We got Sora appearing, and now I know where JJK got that Gojo scene from, because look at this.
Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
Sora really gave Gojo the sauce to this. He starts flying around and then he lands. He receives his weapon and then shakes Mickey's hand to make him the last character added to the Smash roster. The way Smash was moving was insane. I can't even hold you. I don't think any other video game got it like them because it's so elegant. And Sora is so tough to use in Super Smash Flash. If you are real one, you know what game I'm talking about. Sora really
was crazy.
His ultimate is so overpowered. If you get caught, you're cooked. Now you know we gotta bring back the GOAT Sonic, and I had to peep Sonic in the Black Knight. When he first pulled up and did this,
I'm used to stuff like this.
yeah, this was tough. But that's not the moment I wanted to talk about. The moment I want to talk about is when they pull up to the castle and they showed us this. So the sky is opening and everyone is making their way to the castle. Then we just start seeing everyone moving with Sonic leading the pack. He really bobbing and weaving everything. And look at how clean he is when he uses the sword. It's so tough. This scene was honestly tough, and I'm glad I got to talk about it for real, because look at the way Sonic moving so elegantly. All I can do is just cry. I even had to peep Sonic Riders real quick, and that intro was fire. The way these three entered the opening scene was tough. I know I've said tough a lot during this video, but what can I say? They are. Sonic jumps off the building and these three are moving crazy around the city, even with the police chasing them. Then Sonic lands and the riders pass him. Knuckles pulls up and he knocks one of them off the hoverboard, but they still manage to escape. Sonic takes the hoverboard and peep how he lands. The way he landed was so elegant, I'm gonna have to replay it for y'all. He chases after them and finally catches up to Jet, but peep what he says.
Oh, not bad.
Sonic looks behind him, but Jet is gone, only for him to look up and see this. And Jet rushes past Sonic and really hits him with the rage bait.
So, you're supposed to be the fastest thing alive?
The Sonic pull-ups really know how to put on a show. They never fail, I'm telling y'all. Had to run it back with part 2, and I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did, because every pull-up that I talked about was hype. Now I probably did leave some out, and if I did, my fault. But I'ma send y'all boys out with a prayer. Dear Lord Heavenly Father, we thank you today that you are with us and that your breath is into our lungs today. I pray these people saw the light of Christ in me, and I pray, Lord God, that they can come to know you and your Son Jesus Christ, who died on the cross for them, to know you as a Father and to walk through life with you, Lord, and that you are always with them and that you will never leave nor forsake them. We praise you, we love you, we do this all for your glory. In your name, Jesus, we pray. Amen. Make sure y'all boys repent, believe in Jesus, pray, and open up y'all Bibles, man. I love y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all.
Yo, shout outs to Frado. Shout out to you, man. Yo, man, these pull-ups, gotta say, these pull-ups are crazy. These pull-ups are absolutely insane. No joke. From anime to the MCU to Transformers to the movies to video games. It's crazy, man. Shout out to you, my boy. I hope I said your name right. But my Efrado. Forgive me for messing up your name, man. God bless you too, my boy. God bless you too. And yeah. Well, that being said, the original video will be in the description down below. Follow me on all the socials. With that being said, this is Jeremiah. God bless y'all. Jesus loves y'all. Repent and be saved. I'm out. Peace.